Good morning. Good morning. My name's Rodney Glover. I'm the candidate for governor for Florida. What we're experiencing right now is an understanding that we don't hold people personally accountable. We have friends who maybe lie, cheat, whoremonger, rob, steal, do drugs, and they have people in their lives who are okay with this. Those individuals grow up to get into office that we see today. If you are not willing to call out bad character, do not blame politics because politics on its face does not decide if you are a good or bad person. Right now, SCOTUS has decided that judiciary branch has decided that you need to understand or you need to prove the intent. The law was written because you cannot prove the intent, but you can definitely prove the action. And they took away the action to say that, can you prove the intent? I don't need to prove the intent of a person who tripped me, who put their foot out to trip me, yet their words can say, I didn't intend to do it. You put your foot out to trip me. I watched you do this. When you harm a specific area, underfund a specific area because of the choices that you are making. I don't need to prove your intent when I can watch your actions. What we are dealing with right now is something that this campaign is pushing to solve at a personal level. It is giving you the access to look in the mirror and figure out what type of person you are. If you ever read the Bible from Genesis to Deuteronomy, just read it from Genesis to Deuteronomy, you will notice that God instructs the Israelites multiple times. Stone those who do wrong if they do not repent. And also stone those who allowed it to happen. If you will not throw that stone, you are to also be done with because you would help that fester. When you allow the negativity around you to fester, you cannot complain later why all of these individuals ended up in these offices passing these bills and these laws that are harmful to people because they lived a life never being held accountable. If we don't put in a structure that pushes for accountability, if we don't give access to those that hold others accountable, this is the result that you end up with. February 3rd, 1870, there were more individuals in Congress, February 3rd, 1870, that understood that we needed to afford more American citizens access to the Constitution, and they gave it to Black men. When you have the right group of people with the right standards, values, morals, and spirituality in place, you can do the right thing. The idea to try to prove intent when the action is showing it is ridiculous. But if we are not willing to hold one another accountable, if you are not willing to understand that, hey, I may have the most fun with all of the people that do all of the bad things, but that doesn't stop them from being bad things. You may have to start sitting with what it means to minimize your circle, to not accept a lot of the negativity that festers. They used to have terms like gateway drugs, like, hey, if you smoke marijuana, it could lead you to want to get higher in other places. It was called a gateway drug, to want to get higher, to want to feel that in a different way. It's the exact same thing when you allow people to do bad things around you. They want to keep pushing the limit to feel that rush, that dopamine. They want to feel that. In politics today, we have individuals that are pushing the limits. In the United States of America, no matter what happens, there is one issue that always seems to trump every single issue, that is always bigger than every single issue in this country. And that's when we start throwing in black and white, that race problem. Black and white. It trumps whether or not these people are hurting our children. It trumps whether or not more people are in poverty. It trumps whether or not gas prices are going up. It trumps everything. We have an administration that told us that this voting thing is rigged while turning around, passing every single piece of legislation to rig it in favor of a single party. To rig it in favor of a single party. Doesn't matter whether you're Republican, doesn't matter whether you're Democrat, doesn't matter whether you're independent, it doesn't matter. If you are not willing to have some personal accountability about the people that are around you, then you really need to sit with who you're complaining to, because those same people that you let get away with things are those same people that may run for office. Those same children that you allow to use negative language, that you allow to not be educated, all of these things, they're going to end up growing up and maybe end up being the decision makers. If we don't instill the idea of morals, values, and standards in a healthy way consistently, these are the type of things that we will see. My campaign is providing, hopefully, the access to those who do hold individuals accountable. I'm trying to find out if there are more people that are not okay with hurting any demographics than there are with those who say, as long as I benefit and the problem doesn't come to me, I'm going to turn a blind eye to it. Because the blind eyes are why we are here right now. Stop turning a blind eye. Stop turning a blind eye to people who are in politics right now, who raised all this money and you didn't give it to them, so they're not beholden to you. Stop turning a blind eye to that. Stop turning a blind eye to people who want to disenfranchise any American citizens. Stop turning a blind eye to it. Because when you do, that's what you're saying. You want to be in that office controlling our resources. Every society has its breaking point. Its breaking point comes because there are too many people that are not willing to hold the people around them accountable. Then you start fussing at the people that you have zero access to. I'm trying to give you access to those people as well. Stop turning a blind eye to negativity, please. Have a great day.